Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Justin Cool and a whole host of names that I've always talked about. Now, we're going to pick up where we left off kind of on Tuesday because this subject is tightly related to the ideals of reality and subjective reality and whether or not we're on the light side and the dark side. So when I first thought of this, I was contesting with people that unreality is a bad term, and I maintain that belief. And this particular theory comes from the idea that reality is more multifaceted dice, like a D20, than it is a coin where you have reality and unreality, or known and unknown realities, which presents an entire question unto itself. And that's what I was taking a look at recently whenever I wrote this. So, the question is, have we actually been reality jumping the entire time? Now, we've called these worlds before, but this even kind of fits in with the whole idea of being on the light side and dark side of Kingdom Hearts. But if we've been reality jumping, we probably, I say if here, big old if we've been reality jumping, it's very possible we've visited several facets already. A Disney facet, a Pixar facet, a Square Enix facet, several different places where we've been before that we would recognize as one of those things. And, ooh, that did not mean for that to be that loud. And because of that, reality could be this multifaceted thing where Quadratum is its own separate reality. Let's see, Monsters Inc., I think is the only Pixar movie I can name off the top of my head right now, is in a different reality than Corona or Arendelle. So, with the multifaceted universe, we've probably been reality jumping all the time. We just haven't noticed it. And that brings up another question. If we consider this as multifaceted, instead of just a coin, there are many different realities that we could visit from here. Some of the ones I have listed is a Star Wars reality, which could take place in several different time frames. Clone Wars era, the post Jedi Returns, so forth and so on. The Marvel reality, and I mean comic book Marvel reality, and even the MCU as a reality. So all the recent movies that came out, I think the most recent was Spider-Man No Way Home. And I know people might correct me in the comments below if that is not the case. But there's a lot of different universes, realities we could be visiting. And this lends a lot of different questions about which worlds fall into which greater universe. Mostly the one sky, one destiny ideology proposed by Kyrie at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. If we think of grading the way that we view the different universe, and this is not a like ABC, this is kind of like which is higher than the other. The universe of Kingdom Hearts would be the whole. A reality would be a set of properties such as the MCU reality or the Star Wars reality. And each world is an IP within that reality. So Beauty and the Beast belongs to Disney. Monster Inc. belongs to Pixar, which technically belongs to Disney. Hollow Bastion belongs to Square Enix, and so forth and so on. And there's a lot of little things that we can think about whenever we're pushing this type of thought forward, is how much of these different realities overlap. And recently I've come to think of the different realities and this is where I pointed out on Twitter, I might be going a little bit off script today. Let's assume something that we've already done before, sleeping worlds. So on Tuesday, I posted a video talking about the light side of Kingdom Hearts and the dark side of Kingdom Hearts, where one side is blessed by the blessings of Kingdom Hearts, and you have magic and all this wonder and excitement in the world, while on the dark side, you have to go a highly technological rate. Something that is interesting to note is what would happen if we were to think of the dark side as the sleeping side. And we've already been reality jumping because we've woken up worlds and took it from the dark side of Kingdom Hearts and brought it over to the light side of Kingdom Hearts. And by the way, the light and dark isn't good and evil. It's just to reflect that the light of Kingdom Hearts is not shining on it. Which presents a whole bevy of worlds that we might be able to visit and bring into what some people are calling reality from unreality. I dislike that term. I'm going to maintain that. But if we've been reality jumping all this time, unreality is a bad word for it. And I know I've been harping on this, but Spider-Man No Way Home actually has the best way of describing it. Doctor Strange says I forget the exact quote, but it has something to do with messing up all realities known and unknown. Quadratum, and all of its inside of its universe, would be an unknown reality to SORA, would be an unknown reality to everyone else within the universe that we've met so far. So the only way they could envision it is as fiction. But it's just a different reality that already exists. And that's kind of where this is going. I'm not sure how accurate this one will be where we've been reality jumping. But I could see us being in a position where we have woken up sleeping worlds and took it from the dark side of Kingdom Hearts, brought it over to the light. But with that said, I do want to say this is just a theory. I don't know how accurate it's going to be. It's just one of those ones that popped up on my radar whenever I was thinking about it. And it is very important to acknowledge that early. Kingdom Ace said something very good about building up hype. And I don't want to be one of those people who gets lost in my own thoughts. Prodigy said it as well in his live stream last night. Talking about the same type of subject where we hype ourselves up too much with our own theories. So, just putting it out there. We may have already been reality jumping and just not knowing it. But this assumes a multifaceted universe. This is multifaceted realities within the universe. It also assumes that we may have woken up some of those sleeping worlds. And some of those sleeping worlds might be like Quadratum. They don't know they're sleeping, so they continue to move along with their existence. But with that said, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you, and may joy be to every last one of you.